Carl.
You don't want me.
Don't worry about it. Yes, we're in the room straight ahead.
Hey, I had to drive around the block 3 times before I found a parking space.
There's a parking lot in back of the car. I thought I told you that.
Now, I wasn't going to leave my car back there as dark as it was.
Oh, Val, it was safe.
Not for me, it wasn't.
Do you think I would tell you to park the car in the back lot if I thought it wasn't safe? Do you think I'd do that? Do you really? Carl, I'd like you to meet.
Look, you didn't tell me how dark it was going to be. I need a drink. Quick.
Coming up.
And you must be Carl. Oh, please, don't stand on the count of me.
I'm pleased to meet you.
I feel as though we've met already. Adam's always bringing up your name. Does he talk about me that much?
Well,
What would you like to drink, Val?
Vodka and tonic with a twist of lime.
1 vodka and tonic with a twist of lime coming up.
So, you and Adam have been friends since you were kids?
that's about the size of it.
Oh, I didn't embarrass you by talking about your friendship. Well,
Why should that embarrass him, Val?
I like to see men. I like to see men sharing a strong friendship. I mean, why should women have a lock on that department?
Don't let her mess with you, Carl. Please don't let her mess with you tonight. Go ahead.
Look, I admire your friendship.
And I admire her big behind.
Oh, the man is impossible.
And that's why she loves me.
Oh, when did I tell you I love you?
Oh, come off of it, Valerie. Carl knows about us.
Carl, just what do you know about us?
Not that much, actually.
How much is not that much, actually?
Well, actually, he told me that you 2 guys just met 2 weeks ago.
You know, I think I should be sitting in between the both of you.
Oh, sure, why not?
So what else did Adam tell you, Carl?
That's about it.
Adam says that you know about us?
Why don't you stop grilling the man, baby? This is my best friend you're talking to. Sit back, relax, enjoy your drink.
Do you think I'm grilling you, Carl?
No, not at all. Not at all.
See, Carl doesn't think I'm grilling him.
You are grilling the man. What's he supposed to say? That he knows you're a married woman? That he knows that you teach at my school? That he knows we've had sex together?
Carl, do you believe we've gone to bed with each other?
I believe I'm going to get myself a drink.
There you go again. What's with you tonight?
Look, the man can't talk without you breaking in.
Weren't you supposed to bring a friend along tonight?
Barbara? Well, look, Barbara's coming by cab. I spoke to her over the phone just before I left the house. Carl, you're going to like Barbara. She's not so inquisitive.
That's wonderful.
Oh, hey, is that a pinball machine over there?
That's what it is. Are you into pinball?
Well, not really, but my friend Barbara, she's into pinball. Well, actually, she's into those newer types of machines. You know, the ones you see in those awful arcades. Carl, are you into pinball?
Hey, why didn't you ask me that? I'm the one who put the machine in here.
Carl?
You could say I'm into it, but the truth of the matter is I haven't played a pinball machine in years.
Ah, don't worry about that, good buddy. Carl, pinball is like sex. Once you've mastered it, you never forget how to do it.
Carl, are you into sex?
The man has 3 children, for Christ's sake.
Wait. Let me put it this way, Valerie. I never mastered pinball.
I hear you, sweetheart. You say having sex and making babies are two completely different things.
Actually, 3 things. I have 3 kids now.
Well, I guess Adam told you already about my 2 children.
2 children? You only have a daughter.
Oh, honey, you only know about my daughter. I have a grown son in the Navy.
Oh, son. How old is he?
Old enough to be named Green.
Oh, very funny, pal.
Listen, I just want Carl to know that you don't know everything about us yet.
I was joking about the sex part, Carl. We haven't had sex. Yet.
Yet? Listen, Carl, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like this man very much. But he refuses to believe me when I tell him that I also understand him.
Hey, buddy. That red light's flashing again.
She must be here.
How does that gizmo work?
You know that device and those steps that you came up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a guy put in this electronic device that goes off under the pressure of a foot.
Well, I'll be damned.
I have it rigged so you don't need a coin to work that pinball machine.
Let me take a look at that.
You know, honey, you should have put another device on those steps.
What's that, Val?
An escalator. Hey, Barbara! This way! This way to Adam's playroom.
So, what do you think about that?
Seems like a nice woman.
Seems like. Seems like. I'm talking about how she looks. Wasn't she fine? Did you see those legs? Did you look at her thighs?
Mm-hmm. Okay, she's a nice looking woman.
Is that all you can say?
Mm-hmm. I didn't get the impression she liked me that much at all.
Don't sell yourself short, Carl. She was playing with you. That's all. She was merely just playing with you. Hey, they're mostly a facade. That's all it was. A facade.
Hey, what's mostly a facade, sweetheart?
This place is unreal. I like it. And one of you must be Adam?
Hey, this girl needs a drink. Carl, would you do Barbara the honors?
And what is your pleasure?
Oh, she drinks the same drink I do, same poison.
The same poison, yes, but a lot less of it.
Oh, well, now, if we're really going to be honest, I guess it's okay to tell Carl that Barbara turns 30.
Never mind.
I would never guessed it.
And I would have never questioned you about it. Did you notice how my best friend never introduced me to her new admirer?
Thank you. Yeah, Val. What's kind of into you tonight? You hear me talking to you? Don't just sit here. Do you hear me talking?
I will not have my personal life thrown up into my face. Either I can trust you or, as a matter of fact, there is no or.
Are there any ifs, ands, or buts?
You know what I'm talking about.
And you know what I'm talking about.
I will not have my personal life thrown up into my face. Either I can trust you or...
Or what?
You know what I'm talking about.
And you know damn well what I'm talking about. Told you. I'm only joking.
Were you joking with me or were you joking with Carl?
Look, Val, it was a joke for you, Val. It was a joke on Carl. It was a joke for me. Okay?
You know, I think it was a joke on me.
Why don't you just loosen up, okay? Come on, loosen up.
I don't want to loosen up because I don't want the whole world to know just how loose I'm supposed to be, even if the world thought it was hilarious.
Carl is my best friend.
Barbara is my best friend. I don't tell her everything about you.
You can tell her anything that you want to tell her,
Oh,
okay?
you don't mean that.
I said it and I meant it. If she's your friend, she'll understand, okay? That's why I asked you to invite her. That's why I invited Carl. We're not kids anymore, or fugitives from justice, all right? Okay? Let me run something out to you. When I met you, a light went off in my head. And that light spread all over my body. I felt good. Baby, I felt alive. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I felt the same way.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, light went on in my head too.
I can see it in your eyes. Matter of fact, I can see it in your smile.
There were 3 lights actually.
Those were love lights, baby. Love lights.
Red, yellow, and green. Over and over, I saw red, yellow, and green. And you know, the funny thing was that the yellow light kept flashing on and off. On and off. Hey, Barbara, you remember those lights I was telling you about?
The ones in your head,
Yeah.
the woman saw red, yellow, and green lights flashing around in her head.
The yellow light. Only the yellow light was flashing.
No kidding. Did you see a doctor about that?
A doctor? Sweetheart, there isn't a doctor on earth that could do a thing with that.
You don't understand, Carl. She saw those lights because of me.
Yeah. So, what did you do? Punch in the face?
No, all it did was look deep into her eyes.
You know, I felt like I was being undressed.
Where do men learn how to do nasty, low-down stuff like that?
Women love it. They eat it right up.
It's not so much the look itself as much as the feeling behind the look.
You could say that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Oh, I've given it some thought. You see, it's all about motivation. Really. We all know that the eyes can be used as an organ of communication. Eyes can express so many delicious sentiments and things. Eyes can say a person's hungry or that a person is in pain. Eyes can show excitement or even contempt.
That's all good and well. Where the hell does the motivation part come into all of this?
That would be the question I would ask you.
I don't follow your line of reasoning. Matter of fact, I looked at Val, and Val looked at me.
And I felt you were undressing me.
Oh!
Yeah, but don't forget about those lights either.
No, the light show came after she had the feeling of being undressed.
You know, Barbara's a thinker, isn't she?
Yeah, she's heavy. Real heavy.
If you break what you did down, Adam, well, you made another person feel that you had X-ray vision.
X-ray vision can see through things. They can't make a person feel undressed.
Yeah, and men aren't the only ones that can look at another person and make the person feel like that the person doing the looking can see right through them either.
Precisely.
And you know what though, when I look at her, my mom used to do that to me. She gave me this real crazy look, and I forget the lie was it right now.
Hey, but when she did she do it in such a way that you felt like you were being undressed?
No, I can't say that she did it like that. What about you, my man?
Of course not. Hey, let's change it around. Did your father ever look at either of you like that?
He did it quite often, actually. I'm not sure he meant anything by it, though.
Yeah, how about you, babe? Did your old man?
Yeah, you know, my father did it too. He still does it sometimes. He'll be over at my parents' house and Daddy will come downstairs and see Mama talking to me. And he'll just come over to me and he'll just be looking. And then he'll say something like, "Girl, you sure do look beautiful today." You know, something like that. Doesn't bother me though. You know, I figure it's just the way men are. And Mom will notice it too. And then she'll sort of give me this look, and then we'll both just smile at each other. Yeah.
You think she was jealous or angry at your father?
Who knows? I mean, there's nothing serious about it. I don't see lights when he does it. You know, that's what you mean.
It's like call and response.
Call and response, I know something about. Does everybody want another drink?
Yeah.
I guess I must be boring everyone to death with my musing.
Keep on going. It's pretty interesting stuff.
You were saying something about call and response.
Oh, before you so rudely interrupted.
Excuse me, Barbara. I am sorry. There was something in everyone's eyes that made me believe I should offer everyone another drink. Immediately.
Call and response. You were saying.
My gosh, for a moment there, I knew I knew you.
Stop looking at her that way, Carl. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Sure. You know, Barbara used to live around here, too, when she was young.
Oh, really?
I didn't know too many other kids. My parents sent me to Catholic schools, and by the time I was ready for high school, we moved away. We weren't Catholic, it's just that my parents thought that, Catholic schools were better.
Yeah, and it's still like that today.
Only now it's private schools. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, my daughter is in a private school.
Yeah, so are my children. It's costing me an arm and a leg.
It's costing you more than that, buddy. I try my best to keep my school up to snuff. I mean, up to snuff academically. I stay on top of my teachers.
I can vouch for that.
I do everything I can to foster a decent atmosphere, and then it still isn't good enough because of the stigma placed on inner city schools. The religious schools and the private schools can just toss a bad student out on the seat of their pants or skirts. We can't do that. It's not that simple. It's just not that simple. Hey, you want another drink, buddy?
You know, baby, you reminded me of John. You know when you talk like that?
Oh, please!
John? John, who?
Barbara's husband, John.
Oh.
The Reverend John Fielding Jr.
I've heard of him. In fact, I've heard him preach.
What'd you think of him?
He was damn good. Real forceful. A real presence.
You know, I'll tell you folks, the last thing I wanted to hear tonight was a sermon.
Oh, you're a wonderful preacher.
Yeah, he'd have all the women in the church chasing after him.
I can't remember the last time I was in a church. It's not like my buddy here. I'm not like my buddy here, who goes around the different churches to hear what the ministers have to say mostly every week.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, this time I wasn't in church. I saw the Reverend Fielding downtown. I was on my lunch break. He was, I believe, outside of City Hall. It was like some kind of pep rally. If I remember correctly, he was talking about
South Africa.
that's what it was.
Just between me and you, y'all, the man is going South Africa crazy. Every Sunday, there's something in the sermon about South Africa. His desk in his study is piled high, almost to the top, with booklets and leaflets and literatures, almost to the ceiling. Next week, we're going to have 3 South African ministers, along with their wives, for an entire week. Girls staying at our house. Any day now, I expect the man to get his shots and head off to South Africa and join the underground.
Oh, Barbara, but that's just the way John is.
If that's what he believes, then so be it. A man's got to believe in something.
It's sort of nice in a way, because it consumes so much of his time. And that way, I get a chance to get some air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, South Africa is some pretty serious business.
Hell, I'm pretty. And a piece of serious business myself.
But you know, Barbara, you've always been jealous of his interest in politics.
Not true, not true. When I met John, he was into the civil rights movement. Never knew when I'd see him next. One week he'd be in Alabama somewhere, next week Mississippi, Georgia, Arkansas, and I respected him for it. I respected all those folks for it. I knew darn well I wasn't going down south to cause no trouble.
Hey, but you did go down south.
only because he wanted me to. When my parents found out I was going, they like to die. That's when I fell in love with him, I guess. I've always been a pushover for humanitarian types.
Yeah. You could do worse, believe me.
Hey, hey.
Okay, I'm proud to be the wife of John Fielding Jr., the Right Reverend John Fielding Jr. It's just that I'm not him. You understand? And tonight, I'm off duty.
Hey, talking about duty, is there a ladies' room on the premises?
Yeah, there's one downstairs in the bar, pal. Come on, I'll walk you down.
I'll go with her. Alcohol goes right through.
Hey.
Is that
Down the
little-
steps and on the right. You can't miss it.
Is that little Richard? Yeah, I like this place.
Well, what do you think of her?
Interesting woman.
Mm-hmm. You know that woman likes you? She digs you.
And what can I say?
Interesting woman. What can you say? What has she got to do? Take off her clothes and sit on your lap?
Like I said, what can I say?
What do you mean by that?
She wanted me to meet her.
Right.
I met her. Now we just have to wait and see what else can happen.
No, Carl. With Valerie and me, it's already happening. Can't you see? Look, the woman just met you, and she's pouring out her entire life, right? Right. Doesn't that mean something?
She's pouring out her entire life to all of us, not just me, buddy.
Don't be silly, please. She's known Valerie for years. She can't be telling her anything new. She knows I've been with Valerie and she's here with you. She ain't stupid, man. She's waiting for you to make your move. Okay? She's probably wondering if you're retarded or something.
I did it, man. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Don't you have to call home first?
You go to hell, buddy.
No, partner. Check this out.
Why?
You're the one who's going someplace. Right here. You walk out that door, and before you get to your car, you're going to regret it. Can't you get it in your head what's happening with us? Can't you?
No.
Can't you see that this is something different? That I'm different? That you're different? You see, you're leaving because that's what you think you're supposed to do. I see it in your face. I hear it in your voice. Your mind is saying something like, I'm married. I don't need this.
Okay, so tell me, what is supposed to happen?
What's happened is happening, okay? What's happened is already happening. We were supposed to get married, yeah, and all the other crap that goes along with it.
Right.
Like that was a national expectation, and everything else. That is, every other relationship between the sexes wasn't supposed to count for anything anymore. Oh, men and women would still be doing their thing, but we wouldn't see it because we were the lucky ones, all right? Everything else would be on another side of the street. And all we had to do was steer a straight course right down the middle of the road.
You're making more out of this than it actually is.
You got that right. Married life isn't all that it's cracked up to be. All I'm doing is adding a little spice to it.
Yeah.
That's all.
After 19 years of marriage, coincidence of coincidence. You just happen to be 42, man.
No. Don't run that midlife bullshit. Not that
saying
crisis.
anything about midlife crisis.
Starting it up. I can tell it. That's where you're headed with all of this. Midlife crisis. And midlife crisis is for.
Yeah, go ahead and admit it. Midlife crisis is for whom?
It's for other people.
What other people, Adam? You know what? Wait a minute. Tell me, what other people? How much you tell me about?
What's taking those women so long? Every woman's bathroom should have a time clock inside of each stall. If a woman takes too long in there, she should have to pay an extra quarter just to get out.
You gonna tell me or what?
I was the sixth child out of 10 children. The crisis for me was already going strong when I was born, and getting worse as the other 4 children came along. Go take a look out that window over there. Look out at that neighborhood. That's where we grew up, baby.
Look, we don't live around here anymore, man. What are you talking about?
I know. Look, hey, I'm going downstairs to see what's taking those women so long. You want to leave, leave, whatever, okay? Hey, where's Valerie?
She's downstairs.
Okay.
Some men called out her name. She told them to go on ahead.
Some man.
What's he upset about? The man knew her name, so she must have known him.
Yeah, Rand's got a lot on his mind tonight.
I hope he's not upset because of me.
Nah, that's nothing to do with you.
You want to
Don't
talk
worry
about
about
it?
it. There's actually nothing to talk about. He just didn't want me to leave, that was all.
I knew he was upset with me. I should have never gone on and on about those lights.
Lights?
You know, Valerie saw some lights, so to speak, and I was talking about men and the look in their eyes.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. Something about cause and effect.
No, call and response. You weren't even listening.
Of course I was listening. It made a lot of sense.
What about it made a lot of sense?
You know, like the part about the motivation and all that, about thinking one thing or singing that thing, and then it was giving off some kind of light, something else entirely different. Like in boxing. You know anything about boxing?
Keep talking.
It's like in boxing, like when two guys come out to the center of the ring, right? Before the fight even happens, they look at each other, right? They're staring, and the audience is like staring at them too. Okay, these guys are the bellowings. They come out for the intro, right into the audience, right into the ring. Yet they're still staring at each other. Okay, now they're supposed to be there to fight, right? But they're looking. It's like they want to get a psychological type edge. I mean, I don't know, it's supposed to be like a fight. I mean, that's all junk, okay? So but there just might be another chance that one of the guys might see a little light flash off in his head.
So it's like trying to get an edge.
Exactly.
Women can give a sexy sort of look. And a man looks into her eyes and he sees paradise.
Sometimes.
Men try to give a sexy sort of look. And she looks into his eyes and all she sees is somebody trying to be cute.
I guess that's possible.
So the men learn to look at women without ever really looking into their eyes, like those two fighters.
No. Let me get this straight. Are you saying that men sometimes?
Some men, a lot of men actually.
No, are you saying that men look at women the way they look at other men?
Other men know about to fight.
What are you doing down here? Anyway, what's wrong with you? Leave this woman for 5 minutes and it's like cornmeal and it's some sort of adventure. Can you believe that?
Look, Carl, you better get over here and talk some sense to your friend before I have to knock him out.
Knock who out? You and who else? She's downstairs sitting up in some clown's face with a drink in her hand.
Oh, he offered me a drink. Why should I be rude and turn down a good drink?
Who was this clown anyway? Who was it? Come on, tell me, who was it?
Murphy Robinson. Barbara, you remember Murphy Robinson?
I thought I recognized that voice.
Carl, do you believe this? Do you believe they're telling the truth?
Oh, no. Why would I not be telling the truth? And anyway, I don't need your permission to do what I want to do. You know, Carl, being a principal goes to Adam. He gets off on telling people what they can and cannot do.
I get off on more than that. Come here.
That's hurting me.
Well, stop pulling away. Just come here a minute.
I haven't seen Murphy since 1950.
Look, he called at your name. He called you by your maiden name. I told him you were with me, and he said he didn't remember you. I said, Murphy, you do so remember Barbara. I said, Barbara Scott. You don't let go of me. I'm going to...
You gonna what, huh? You gonna what? What? years old like your old man.
At least he has some manners.
Better damn well have some if he's 62 years old.
Well, he's a gentleman.
He's damn near blind.
Are you two just gonna sit there and watch while this man does this to me? Oh, come on.
Honey, I ain't into tag team wrestling. This is between Adam and you.
That was cool.
You're a man. You do something about it.
You know, I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
No, 1.
Come on, you two. Enough's enough already.
2.
Rambo, let us go before you start accidentally hurting.
No, it won't be a mistake or an accident.
3.
Bitch!
I told you, motherfucker, to leave me alone. All you had to do was listen.
You didn't hurt me.
You let go of me.
I let go of you so I can do this.
Give me a drink.
One vodka and tonic coming up with a twist of lime.
I hope you two are through on that count for the evening.
Carl, did you and Carl finally get to know each other?
In a non-violent sort of way. Yes, we have.
Don't look so shocked, Carl. It's so ungentlemanly like him.
I need a drink.
I'm making drinks for everybody.
Yeah, well, you can make mine a double bubble.
Everybody getting done.
You all right there, buddy?
I'm fine. Fine.
Hey, Barbara, is your dog out of the animal hospital yet?
Last night, he's a little sore, I suspect, but he still has his appetite.
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
Wait a minute. What's up with the dog?
Nothing was wrong with the dog per se. We had Randy fixed.
What did you have fixed?
We did it for Randy's sake. It's just a routine operation.
It hurts me just to think about it.
Man, I didn't know they did that to make dogs.
You know, my tomcat is fixed. And my female cat, she's been stable.
Yeah, that figures.
And they've also been declawed.
I think they did that to male racehorses. You know what I mean? It's so they can run faster or jump higher. I think they call it a gilpin.
The dog was spraying all over the floor and the rugs and jumping up on our legs and doing that little disgusting jig that they do.
I guess, what's the dog's name again?
Randy.
I guess old Randy's leg jumping days are up. The jig's up.
Men are always so touchy about that. Why should the female of the species always have to be the one to shoulder the prevention of child prevention?
We're talking more than merely shoulders here.
You know, you're talking to the wrong man. Adam doesn't have any children.
How does your wife feel about that?
Oh, we're in complete agreement on the subject.
So I take that to mean that you have had a vasectomy?
Oh, no, you must be joking. The last time I was in the hospital, all I had taken out was my tonsils, and that was it.
Let's get off this nonsense.
Hey, what's your method, good buddy? How do you keep the world population down?
Hey, man, look. If you want to talk about methods, you talk about your own.
I want to play the pinball machine before the night's over. Come on, Carl. And straighten up your hair, girl. Looks a mess. I only play for money.
$1 a game.
$2 and you're off.
Ladies first.
Manners will get you nowhere. I hope you don't cry when you lose.
I cry when I win. Now go ahead.
Don't rush me.
Look, you gonna stand there flexing your fingers or what?
I'm an artiste.
Yeah, right.
Why do men always try to rush us when we're about to defeat them?
I don't know. Look, take your time, sister. Just take your time.
Get over there. Get in there. Ah, like that.
Go ahead, your friends.
Like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, oops.
You killed it. Now it's my turn.
Something's wrong with this machine.
Yeah.
I never tilt, never.
Well, you have to excuse me while I boogaloo.
That's me. Look at that man. He'll work out over there. Go ahead. You would think he was playing a horn. You know, Carl used to want to be a horn player. Played pretty good. Saxophone, I believe it was. I thought he was going to take that horn and go places. Even when he went off to college, I asked him when he came back home, was he still practicing that horn? Then, one time, he said he had given the thing up. That was around your senior year, wasn't it, good buddy?
Man, whose side are you on, Adam? I got money on the line.
Yeah.
Play so darn slow.
That's his style, baby. That's his style.
Say what? Oh, man, you made me miss the ball.
Excuse me, sir, if you don't mind.
Hey, Carl. What school did you attend?
Morehouse.
Oh, did you like Atlanta?
I love it.
You're gonna love this turn, sugar. Inevitable, you say. I love that word. Inevitable. What will be as if there was, yes, a pattern of sorts, some grand design imprinted upon our lives.
All right, preach it.
I love it. I love it.
Good
Yeah, go
Lord.
ahead. Go ahead on, girl.
Ooh, yes, I just won
Just
another
won
game. Ooh, your turn.
Okay, it's my turn once again. Now let me show you something.
Why don't you pay up now, because you'll never catch up.
It ain't over, baby, till it's over.
Hey, Yogi Berra said that one.
Yeah. There you go.
Dumbass. Dumbass,
Stop shaking it.
I'm serious. It must be broken.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, because I'm getting ready to fix this sucker right now.
Why isn't the machine tilting on him? See the way he's moving? Something's wrong.
You're distracting my attention won't do you any good. All you want.
Why don't we go put it on the side in the middle like I did?
All them Morehouse guys are alike. They might not come there that way, but they leave that way somehow. They all wear glasses.
Yeah, well, go ahead and buy it. You should have went to Morehouse and maybe done you some good.
No argument there. I would look pretty good in glasses.
Shoot!
You can forget it now, Carl. I ain't taking no business.
But first you gotta get past that squall.
If you just give me a little working space, please.
I need
Thank
another
you.
drink.
Hey, think I'll join you on that one.
There you go. There you go. There, okay. Okay.
Carl, you're terrible. I thought you and Carl were going to get along.
We do get along, don't we, Carl?
Yeah, we're almost in love. Depends on who wins that game.
See?
Ain't nothing but a game, my man. That's all it takes, and it makes it all interesting.
Look, buddy, it's the money that makes it all interesting.
That's where you're wrong, my friend. It's the game. It's the game.
So now you're gonna become my coach on my behalf, huh? It's not how you play or what you do, it's how you play.
You're catching on all right. You're catching on pretty good. Playing is everything. Playing is everything. Hey, ain't that right, that?
Isn't what right?
Isn't playing everything?
Playing what?
Playing. Just playing.
Everything?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hey, it all depends on what you're talking about. Hey, now, I'm serious. You know, children between the ages of 3 and 6 learn intuitively by playing. You know, for them, playing might well be everything.
Lord have mercy. I asked a simple question, and she decided to show us that she has a master's degree in early childhood development.
Hey, a master's degree plus 30.
Plus 30, right, plus 30. What does that got to do with it?
Well, you know what she means. 30 course credits past her master's degree. Because of that, she's making over 40 grand a year.
That's right, and I'm worth every bit of it, Carl.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
If I didn't have to be so bad, I could have played this turn all night.
Yeah, the woman is losing her nerve already. Something told me you were getting tired now.
I was getting ready to pee all over myself.
Oh, come on, girl, but don't make excuses. Come on, I'll go with you. Come on.
right, baby. I'll go with you. I want to say something to the owner of this place anyway.
Adam.
Why a woman has to have another woman accompany her when she goes to the bathroom in a public place beats me.
Listen, it's a secret all women share.
A secret, huh? Sometimes I fantasize that I could dress up in a woman's clothes. You know, the whole drag bit. So I could find out what goes on and goes down in a woman's room. You know what I mean? Come on, Barbara.
You trust me to go with this?
Yeah, he can be trusted. Hey, just make sure he doesn't follow you in.
Dressing up in women's clothing?
Well, hey, it's your turn to play the machine.
Nah, I think I have to wait till she comes back.
Oh, come on. You don't think you're really going to beat that score.
All I can do is try.
Suppose you can.
Then she wins $5, fair and square.
Oh, look, Barbara won't take your money. She's probably downstairs right now feeling terrible. She's probably wondering just how much Adam and you are alike.
Yeah, right.
You know, Adam, oh, he hates to lose at anything.
Well, you know what? That's crazy. She's the one who wanted to play.
Yeah.
She wanted to wager money. We could have played for nothing.
Look, I bet she didn't even ask you what you did for a living.
Nah, I can't remember what she did.
You know, I told her you were a doctor.
She never asked.
But you know, I could never be married to a doctor. Doctors, why? Because they're never home. And when they are, they still think they're in the hospital or at their office, where their words are taken for God's. Barbara? No, Barbara, she likes those humanitarian types.
Oh, so that's what she meant by it.
Oh, come on. You're going to tell me, just going to sit there and tell me you didn't catch that? But you know, Adam told me that you are quite successful in your own life.
And yeah, and of course you told Barbara that information too.
Of course I did. Do you mind?
No, not at all. Not at all. But can I ask you a personal question?
It depends on how personal the question is.
Just want to know what your husband did for a living.
The nigga used to be a big-time undertaker until he started dying himself. Valley married a clown for security. You should see the brother, Carl. Looks old enough to be a father.
Look, I married him because he was a sweet man. And because I...
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
I liked him.
Well, and that was enough to marry him. Hey, I'm sorry for jumping on your old man in front of my good buddy here. Probably better that he didn't, that you didn't love the cat anyway. Loving him might have killed him.
Man, will you lighten up?
Well, it just takes me out, good buddy, when I hear people say that they did so-and-so when that wasn't the case at all. Now, if I asked Val how much insurance she had on the cat, she'd turn blue in the face. But I never do that. You see, because I know that's in bad taste.
Adam, do you have insurance on your wife?
Of course I do. And she has it on me.
Well then, shut up.
Barbara's not back yet. I thought she said she had to pee. Looks like she wasn't telling us the entire story.
Look, do you have any music around here? I thought we were going to dance.
Val's a dance knuckle, man. If she was younger, you see her every week on Soul Train.
And dancing my behind right off.
And she's good, too. I have to admit that. She's good.
Well, thank you, sugar. You know Adam can dance himself. Hey, he dances better than my husband. Now, that's for sure. That man won't dance at all. Hey, so where's the music?
That's why I went downstairs. Some wires were crossed. Everything will be online in a moment.
Yeah, then we can boogie, right?
Listen to it, Val. He almost sounds as if he means it.
Oh, I bet Carl can dance a while. Hey, he looks like he can dance. just like that pinball machine. Huh?
So true. So true. You never forget how to do it.
All right.
Yeah, you never forget. You never really forget. You just never really do it again. Oh man. Carl, remember when we said we'd never become old stiffs like our parents? Remember? No matter how much we accomplished or how much money we made. It's like some of the kids at my school. They walk into my office, some teacher has sent them down to see me, and I'd be sitting there behind my desk looking important. They'd get to rapping, and I'd always let them talk first. Then I'd get my 2 cents in. I'd say, now look here, so-and-so. Now you just can't continue to do this and that and expect to stay in this here school. Just like that. I mean, I'd break their little tails right down, you know. Then I'll send them on their ways with a, and don't let me see you in this office again. That sort of stuff. And man, sometimes it hurts me to watch them walk out that door. They come in with such high energy, and they'll leave with their tails dragging the floor.
Yeah, keeping order is part of your job, ain't it?
Yeah, but I'm not shuffling papers, boring stuff.
Hey, you know, I always tell him that if he didn't want to be bored, he should have stayed in the classroom. It's not boring there.
Hey, whose side are you on, baby? I was just telling Carl how it is.
Hey, let there be a strike, and whose side will you be on?
Well, we can do something about that. All you have to do is leave your husband and hitch up with me. Then you won't even have to show up for work.
Carl, isn't bigamy still illegal in this state?
Man, look, all this is unnecessary right now.
Hey, I want you to be my best man, and Barbara can be the maid of honor. How's that?
Look, I'm going downstairs. I'm going to see what's taking Barbara so long. Hey, Carl, you stay here with this man. You can calm him down because, hey, you know him longer than me.
See how they run, Carl? See how they run, my man? When the tables are turned and the lights come up, they always run away.
You leaving me, Adam? Yeah, I just don't follow you, buddy.
Follow her, baby. You'll see.
Follow me where? Like you follow Barbara to the ladies' room? Did you say something to my girlfriend down there?
I just told her what I told you to tell her.
Surely you're joking.
Were you joking the other night, Val? You told me you were serious. And then when you get in front of my buddy here, you act like we're all friends or something.
I thought the other night was between you and me. I just didn't want you to leave me. That's all it was.
I tell the woman I have to get home. You know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and her old man is upstairs thinking we're down there doing work.
I didn't want you to leave me. That's all there was to it.
I tell her that I have to get home, man. Carol's going to be asking me questions, and Val knows that. 3 o'clock in the morning. All she has to do is tip upstairs. You know they don't even sleep in the same bedroom.
Oh, this is none of my business, man.
Look, Adam, what did you tell her?
I told my wife that things got out of hand and there was more work than I had anticipated.
What did you say to Barbara? Don't mess with me, Adam. God damn it.
Why don't you go ask her yourself?
What did you say to her?
I told her to drop the middle class act and to give my buddy here a chance to get some pussy.
You ignorant bastard.
Don't worry about her, Carl. They want to pin you down. Be able to predict what you're going to do. Just like our wives.
And this is what you wanted me to hang around for? To hear you tell me that you're going to leave Carol and to see you acting like some kind of jackass in front of these 2 women?
Oh, man, I'm not going to marry that woman or anyone else.
Well, what was all the spectacle about that? When we first got here, right, you were talking about romance. Is this your idea what romance is about?
Did you see her eyes, man? Wide as lilies, this big, married people. Bored ass, otherwise married. Married people.
You know what, man? Maybe I have forgotten about the chase and the hunt, as you put it. Maybe I've forgotten all the other stuff, but at least I just forgot about it. Man, it don't even seem like you ever knew what it was.
Well, sorry you feel that way. Really am.
Adam, you know, Barbara deserves an apology, don't you think?
I meant you no harm, darling.
You know the child was seriously thinking about not coming back up here.
I was scared to come back up here, Carl, because I was scared I was going to hurt you, mister.
Sincerest apology. Honestly,
Barbara, if you'd like to go, I'll be more than welcome to take you home.
Oh, Carl, that's so sweet of you. Isn't it, Barbara? Yeah, it's just so, you know, it's so funny how some people are so easy to get along with, and others are just a mess. You know, you look around for the right person, it almost seems like they've been hidden away someplace. You know?
yeah, baby. The good ones are always taken, right?
You sure you're going to be all right, though?
Oh, I'll be fine. Look, don't worry about me. This man doesn't scare me. You two just go ahead on. Nice to see you, Carl. Hope to see you again. Yeah. I know this one. Oh. About time some music came up in this place.
Hey, tell me, Val, what does this remind you of? With the lights down low, in the mood, what does it remind you of, huh? Come on, tell me, what does it remind you of?
Stars.
I know you know. I know you can tell me. What is it? Come on, what does it remind you?
The planetarium.
Uh-huh. No, come on.
Those old cabarets the fraternities held
Yeah.
around Christmas time, after the pen relay.
Yeah, I knew you. I knew you. Yeah. Just like a dream, baby. A dream, baby doll. All a dream.